Hey guys, and welcome to episode 34. And this is another sped up, about 19-minute long video. It has two battles in it, so it's a break from all this fast-paced motion sickness stuff, and going back to a battle, and then going back to campaign, and so on and so forth. So we are back to me having a heart attack over this riding business. So just to rebrief you from that long video from episode 33, I believe. As soon as this is all over, I can show you guys. So at the bottom here, Egypt, there was a civil revolt. Egypt automatically had that settlement for whatever reason, and there is a massive gold chevron, silver defense, silver attack army there of 21 units, and I don't know why they had that after the civil revolt. I guess they were all being taught by some master soldier and just trained a pump load of soldiers. I don't know how they got that army from that civil revolt. I mean, I was thinking like peasants, but you know, whatever. This game doesn't have to make sense because it's just that good. No sarcasm there. I really like this game. So yeah, even in Greece, where they're nice and happy, close to the settlement, they are routing. Not routing. Why do I keep saying routing? They are riding too. So I am in a big pickle here, as I'm only getting about 12,000 gold per turn, yet I have about 10 settlements routing. So I need to, and it takes like 6 turns to make a building at this point because they have the max amount of government thing. And I was literally just thinking, I was like, how am I gonna get out of this without going all the way back to my capital and starting to recapture everything? So I was thinking, at this point, just pump out as many units as I can, pull them out, retrain the units that have already been lost, and let them do a civil revolt, and then take over so that I can do an extermination of the population, which I do eventually do. Don't get me wrong, and it is the best thing that has happened to me because I got it a little under control. I have about, still by the end of my gaming session, I sound like such a nerd there, 4 or 5 settlements riding. However, it is much better because the ones that I care for are stopped. So I'm very thankful for that. So here's where I just pull out my entire army from Alexandria and just let them rout. Just let them do a civil revolt. However, weird thing turns out, as soon as I pulled my entire army out for a turn, that city decided to stop riding and has a yellow status. So I was like, what just happened? So I put my units back in there, and then soon enough they start riding again. So I don't understand. So if you guys can help me out, please tell me how to stop this riding. The only problem is it's all squalor, and this is the capital, stuff that I can't necessarily control. And by the way, that loading screen that you just saw was me checking if that cold army is still there, and which was, so I reloaded it again. And here's where I brought my massive army and another reinforcing army, and just did a auto resolve because honestly I don't think my computer at high graphics can handle it, and I definitely don't want to play that big of a battle because it's just me, like, it's all zoomed out, me clicking a whole bunch of things, and it's just not what I was looking for. So here's where I finally recapture my settlement and exterminate. I'm like, finally done, good. And here's where they revolt back there, and so they revolted back there too. And here's where I'm thinking, okay, good, because I can also exterminate that that settlement. Anyways, I need to catch my breath. I've been scrambling on about for 5 minutes. So there is another revolt. So there's revolt going after revolt after after revolt. And here is the most impressive army that I have. by the sense of unit quality. So I have very good units here. I think they're called legionary cohorts, and I am talking too softly and to get closer to the mic. And even though I only have infantry, and they have, you know, like silver chevron, which I don't understand how it, like, anyways, I make this kind of gateway for them to come in, and I just let them throw their pila everywhere. And what I'm hoping here for against the rebel battle, as some of you may know, as soon as you win, the entire army just dies for some reason. So even if it has 2,000 men remaining, sorry, if it lost the battle, they're gone. So all that's gone. So what I'm hoping here is just to make them rout, so I don't lose too many soldiers here. So my entire philosophy for this battle was to get them throwing all their pila, trying to make them rout, and just flanking them everywhere so they rout as quickly as they can, so I don't have to do that much fighting. So that's what I do. The pila attack only worked for one unit, as I did not control it well enough for them just to attack a mob instead of that one unit. So that kind of went to failure. However, I am trapping them, and look at all those mini flags. That means how many upgrades they have. However, they are peasants, so it might balance out. I really like these legionary cohorts because it only takes one turn to build them. It only takes one turn compared to those Praetorian / urban cohorts, which take 2, which is such a pain because in 4 turns you only have 2 units. That just takes too long. And here's what I mean by the mass routing. So I don't care about the units routing, because if I run them down, there's no point, because like I said earlier, as soon as they rout and the battle's done, the entire army is wiped out. This only counts for rebels, by the way. So try and use that to your advantage when you're fighting rebels. Anyways guys, this is me recording on a different day. So anything that I said before this this part, which is about 7.5 minutes in, I have no idea what I said in the other 7.5 minutes. So the reason why I'm telling you guys this is just in case I said something that I said about in the future. So anything that I mentioned about the future was about 2 weeks ago, so I don't know if I already did it or if I am not going to do it. So just a small heads up. So anyways, as you guys can see, new battle, and I believe this was the one with the gold chevrons and the larger battle. So I was a little annoyed by every time a city revolt happens, there's like a gold chevron army. However, there were only peasants and what are the gladiators, so it wasn't that bad. So I'm making kind of like a funnel for them to all just come in, and then I was gonna block them off so they couldn't route back down the bridge, but it didn't quite work out, because as soon as one routed, it would block the entire bridge. So only a few units can come out. So I mean, I wanted it to work. I had it all pictured in my head, but as you guys can see in the back there, they're all kind of just stuck because of all the units trying to run back and then all the units trying to run forward. So I see a chain reaction of routing going on, and I was trying my hardest to get these legionaries to try and run them down so I can just create a mass rout. However, they also get all like jammed in there too, and this battle just didn't work out the way I planned it. If I did have cavalry though, I think it might have. So you can see the mass routing going on, and but it's just this one unit of gladiators that's stopping me from running all the way in. So I eventually changed my tactic here and just remake the funnel. And just one thing I want to mention, especially if you're playing on very hard difficulty. I don't know if this Chronicle is very hard, or just hard and hard. I don't remember, to be honest. But either way, on easy difficulty, you can run your men back most of the time, and there won't be too big of a morale. What's it called? Um, Penalty. There won't be a big morale penalty when you try to run your men back. However, if you're playing on something like a higher difficulty, if you try and run your units back, they're most likely going to rout. So it's kind of a dangerous move that I did here. So I have I think legionary cohorts, which are very strong units, and I know that their morale will always be a lot stronger than something like peasants or hestares. So you want to check what your morale is, and you also want to check their status in battle. If they're winning clearly, like it says only something can lose this battle, then yeah, you can probably run your units back without them routing. However, if it says that thing where it says only a military genius can turn this battle around or something like that, you guys know what I'm talking about, hopefully, then it might be tricky trying to run them back. However, if you let them stay in this funnel, in a funnel like a bridge, they're very easy to run down. So I was hesitant as to what to do. If there's a cool picture of all dead bodies on the bridge there, but if you run them back, they could rout, and they could all get like captured or whatever it's called when they're being routed and you kill them, or they could rout themselves and do the exact same thing. So I let them stay there for a bit, and then I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of a gamble, so I let them run back here. And what I suggest you do is don't commit your units into the bridge like I did in the first place. And if you are stuck in that position and you have like a confident or eager status as their morale, then you can run them back. But if they're steady, shaken or wavering, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what I would do in that situation, but I would try and run them back, because I think running them back would, even if they do rout, would cause less of a casualty than when they don't run and then start routing. So here I remake the funnel, but I use the 3 units that hasn't thrown their Pila yet. And there's one lone legionnaire here. I was watching him for quite some time. Oh, there he goes. But like I said, if they're no, wait, no, this is something different. Jeez. I choose the 3 units that didn't have their Pila. Sorry, it's been a while since I played. I use the 3 units that haven't thrown their Pila and bring him into the front line, and they're also the most conditioned. And what I mean by that is they're not tired right now, so they're pretty fresh, and I use them so that they can be the most effective. And these rebels here are very tired because they've been running back and forth, so it should be fairly easy from this point on. And just to mention this, sorry for the subpar commentary, but it is, I was like up until 3 and it's 11 right now and I'm still tired. I am recording this as of like let me check, January the 5th, so it's Sunday right now. And yeah, I was out and out with friends and just kind of having a yay, we're back to work, let's go do something fun type thing. And like I said, I'm tired, so I'm trying to focus here. So yeah, like I said, my bad for the commentary. However, it's Sunday, and if I don't get this commentary out today, then there is not going to be a commentary for another week, and I don't want that. I want to give you guys something. So we're back to the sped up campaign here. By the way, I hope what is it called? I hope the 25 videos, 25-minute videos aren't too long to sit through. However, this is like I think like a 19-minute video, so my bad. And yeah, this is where I recapture that settlement that what is it called? That had a city revolt, and I exterminated them, and now their public order is much higher. So I'm slowly crawling and clawing my way back into this campaign here in terms of getting everything fixed. However, I'm just talking about the eastern side. The capitals or the cities that should be more than happy are actually in the blue stage. So I'm in a really bad position. So what I was thinking here was just capture new settlements and just make those kind of in control, so I can use those to expand more. However, if anybody knows how to fix this distance to capital, can you guys tell me? I doubt there's a way, but I just want to get that stuff gone. Even if there is like a way to permanently remove it, because I know you can play like factions that you can't. So I do admit it's cheating. It's fixing the game files, but really, distance to capital is something that shouldn't have been in the game, in my opinion. And it's gone in Empire, like I mentioned like 6 times in the previous videos. But yeah, why was it in here in the first place is what I don't understand. Maybe it was a big thing in the Roman times. I'm no historian, so I can't tell. But if there's a way to fix it in the game, or if there's a way to fix it in the file, actually I have Windows 7, so I can't switch anything around. But yeah, anyways, I think this commentary is about done. If you guys could help me and try and get 850 by the end of February, or maybe even this month, that'd be awesome. So, you know, recommend it to friends that you have on in real life or YouTube, and try and make them subscribe. Thanks.